Black men wouldn't even acknowledge me. They wouldn't look in my general direction.
And that all men want is just like a submissive wife and stuff. But the average man in America makes less than $60,000 a year.
Under 60,000, come on now. First thing.
For the number of men that I saw in the airport.
Millionaires or people who are making like $500,000 a year. A lot of women would fall for that. These pick-me foreign girls need to stop doing is pretending like their country isn't suffering from a low birth rate. Nobody can afford to have a family or get married anymore.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now I got a video for you today. You already know what it is, but guys, this is a woman that spoke on the Passport Bros before, but not bashing them. She said she seen Passport Bros in the country she was at, and then she was wondering, now she's saying she's wondering, why don't they talk to her? Anyway, let's get right into it, guys.
So a lot of my followers saw my video.
You're looking for a man, just know that you can't find him, a black man specifically, is because he's in Colombia already.
Men will find happiness.
About the Passport Bros in Colombia. And we're basically saying like, oh, when I was there, black men wouldn't even acknowledge me. They wouldn't look in my general direction. They wouldn't speak at all. And I had a lot of followers saying that. That has not been my personal experience. Last night I went to dinner. I saw two guys. They both spoke. They were actually kind of like, moderately flirtatious. I've seen, some other men and they've kind of like barely, it's very much given like, girl, don't look too much. You don't need to see all this. But, it's been a mixed bag for me. I wouldn't say that every man that I've seen hasn't spoken, but I'm also going to be honest and say that for the number of men that I saw in the airport, they are coming. And especially in a place like this, because it's small. The walled city is small. Hexamani is small. The weather's been bad, so I haven't done a boat trip yet. I'm sure there will be lots of people, doing boat trips. But for the amount of black men that I saw in the airport, I have not seen a fraction of them in the street. And just so you understand how small it is, Well,
the thing is, I'm not trying to say she's not chopped. I can't say that. But the women that are in Colombia, I've never seen you done up, but I could imagine. I already see it. I see what guys are talking to online. I see what's happening there, and guys probably wouldn't turn their neck twice to look at you. No disrespect to you, but let's see here it says the kicker for me was that while there, most men will not even acknowledge you. Like, bro, we know why you're here. You can still speak. Now, she shouldn't even be looking at guys that way anyway. I mean, we mean I know why you're here that we can still speak. Now, what she has to realize as well, she could pass off as a Colombian woman. Right? She's lighter skin, maybe a half shade darker than me. She could pass for Colombian, but she still wouldn't be the Colombian woman that guys are going to look for. That's all I got to say.
I was at dinner last night and there was about 7 girls on my flight. They all were having dinner, at the table behind me. So it's very common to just be bumping into people. That was even my experience on my last trip. So yeah,
she's trying to I can tell she's trying to stand up for herself because guys are like, well, what happened? They're not checking for you. And I mean, I get it. She was good content, but it's a little foul. I know how she feels. Like, no, she's trying to defend herself, and I get it. Guys have what they have here. So when guys go across those waters, they end up turning into the modern woman. Let me repeat it again. When guys go across those waters, that's when we can turn into the modern woman. Things in our favor. It's for the win. Passport Bros for the win.
I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
I've been seeing a lot of this Passport Bros video going around where American women are getting.
I've been seeing like a lot of videos like these of women saying that we need to treat American men better and stuff like that, and American women are so ungrateful, and that all men want is just like a submissive wife and stuff. But the average man in America makes less than $60,000 a year.
First thing she does, every chance they get, they run to the money right away, right? And then when they find a man with money, women are trying to get him to come out of pocket sometimes right away too, when they know for sure he has money. And guys are not going for that. I mean, Why would you mention under 60? Like, come on now. First thing, she couldn't wait.
So who is that supporting?
Give me half, Eddie. Give me half.
Because if you want a stay-at-home wife, and you would also want the nuclear lifestyle, meaning you also want 2 kids. So who is less than $60,000 supporting in reality?
With the right woman, there's no stopping me.
Like, that's ridiculous. You're not going to be able to support a family on $60,000. You're just not.
You can, depending what state you're in. Of course, not many states. I already know right now, guys. I said, no, Jay, no. And you would be right. Definitely can in a lot of states. But if you're living on a bare minimum,
Facts.
it could be done. Right? Now, the animosity is off. It's just atrocious. Her attitude, right? She's vile. And she's a vile modern woman. Like, you can clearly see. Why are you so upset about the subject? Everything is a curse come out of your mouth. Me, I've stopped. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've stopped talking like this from a little bit after a teenager. You know, when you start getting in society out there in corporate America, you learn to leave the cursing behind. And I left it behind actually very early. And why would you get online? I don't know.
Especially you want the nuclear family, because look at the prices of groceries. Eggs have gone up, meat has gone up, everything has gone up, and EBT isn't helping nobody out, especially, and they're taking more restrictions away. So in reality, are you living a nice, comfortable life if your husband is struggling to put food on the table and struggling to put his children in college, or struggling because every month of his paycheck he has to put a portion away so he can pay for his kids' tuition once they get older, hopefully? I can guarantee you that a lot of women would be stay-at-home wives if men make more money. But the fact is that they don't. And a lot of people always act like women are just like standing up and saying, oh, we don't want to be stay-at-home wives.
No, it's not even just a fact about money, right? That's the first thing she ran into. So now the argument is about money with you. And it's not even about 50-50. It's not even that. Because a man usually will take on more responsibilities anyway. It was never ever 50-50 with me. But it's the fact that's your reason for not even trying. Like, women will say that, and then when a man wants to cook a meal, won't even cook him a meal. And women even argue this point nowadays. You know, it's horrible when you have women saying that. Saying, I don't know what's going on with these women nowadays. You say all this, but then you can't cook for a man.
A lot of girls do. But that's just not a viable option for them when the average, I'm saying average, man makes less than $60,000. Nobody's walking around turning away men who make over 6 figures. I can guarantee you that. I don't know where y'all are getting this fantasy that women, millionaires, or people who are making like $500,000 a year are walking up to women and women are like, nope, I'm Miss Independent, I don't like you. A lot of women would fall for that. But the reality is, a lot of people don't make that kind of money. And I hear people say, oh, I will. What happened in the 1950s? What happened to when?
You know, a lot of women realize a small percentage of people make that kind of money. That's 1% kind of money.
Exactly.
That's like 5 and up kind of money, 5% and up. What are you thinking? It's funny, like, I see a guy on TikTok, he goes around with a probability calculator and shows women the probability of them being able to land the man they want, the man over 6 feet making this money. And all the times it's way under 1%. Women have like a 0.005% chance to find that guy that's 6 feet making 500,000. Because number one, the basketball players and other guys that are entertainment, you won't even see. So where are you going to find these guys at? You'll be lucky to find them. Unless they find you. But a lot of times, these guys have to pick the litter, and they're small percentages. They can't date everybody. They can't be in a relationship with you, your friend, your cousin, because all of y'all want them.
Women used to respect their husbands and stuff like that. Women had no choice. It was so difficult to get a divorce back then. And a woman cannot just leave and go get a job or go get her own bank account or go buy a house and stuff like that. Because first of all, racism in the workplace was way bigger than it is today. And second of all, it was very shunned upon for a woman to even get a divorce. And it was very normalized for a woman to get beaten by her husband. Huh? So would you rather go back there and get beaten and essayed by your husband all the time?
Right back to The Color Purple. Right back to my husband beat me. Harpo, you better not beat me again, Harpo.
Because if y'all want to do that, that's fine with me. But what y'all not going to do is shame women who don't want to go down that path.
If you could eliminate one thing from the world, what would you eliminate?
Narcissist.
Toxic feminism.
We the top.
And another thing that these pick-me foreign girls need to stop doing is pretending like their country isn't suffering from a low birth rate or suffering from low marriage rates because nobody can afford to have a family or get married anymore.
Where are you coming from?
Low birth rates and low marriage rates. Is she serious?
Who is that girl?
Low birth rates? I don't think she thought about that before she said it.
You've never traveled.
And that it's too expensive to even live anywhere in general. I don't know why they make it seem like it's just an American problem when almost every country is literally dealing with the same problem.
No, it's not the same problem. Like, I'll tell you, the way inflation is happening in the US, it's not the same where I am right now. Prices go up a little bit, but I'll tell you this, right? When I go to buy food from the grocery store, I like Quaker Oats, oatmeal raisin cereal. Sometimes I don't get it because that package is going to be around $7, literally $7 for that package. And for the ones that are without the raisins in it, it's much lower because the raisins in the US are so much higher. Where those same products that are higher in the US won't be as high here in the Philippines. Why is that? And all those products that are hiked up and prices are hiking up like crazy, it's not happening the same here because, of course, the inflation rates will be a lot lower. So, therefore, jobs are in plenty and people are having kids by the dozens, right? Maybe not as they had back in the day, but still. People are having children in these other countries. So check what you're saying. But guys, thanks for watching. And I don't know what women are thinking by thinking feminism is the way, but guys already figured out.
This is the way.
Passport bros. Cash for no. It's more to life than dealing with you.